Hello everyone, welcome back. Lovely to have you joining me here today on my channel, and it's Angela. So I am very excited to share with you some little projects to go into our Traveler's Notebook journal, which we've been working on. It's looking a bit chunky here because I've got a lot of pegs in here. So don't worry about that. It's just that I've placed items in here so that I remember where I wanted to put them. Right, today it's going to be about pockets, different types of pockets, and really easy, but I thought I'd share that with you so that we could get all the little pockets, not only for a Traveler's Notebook journal, but I don't usually show videos on pockets or how to make them. So it's really simple. You can do this in any style of journal. So let's start and have a look. All right, so I'm going to be using pieces of paper from my kit, the Floral Folly Traveler's Notebook. I'm using the backing pages, the mini pages, that sort of thing. I've also grabbed myself a mini envelope. This is really little. It's 4.5 inches that way by 3.25. So that's more or less 8 centimeters by 11.2. So go and grab one of these if you have them. All right, so I'm going to use that as well. Other than that, it's just fussy cut flowers, die cuts, and little bits of ribbon and things for the ephemera that you're going to stick in. Okay, so on this page here, we've still got to cover those, but we'll get to that. We've got the first little page, that's this page. I've just stuck a fussy cut on there to start with. Not that that's anything to do with pockets, but I thought I'd just mention that. I'm going to turn over the page. We did this little project last time, these little flip outs, which I really like. And then we have this lacy page over here, and I want to just move this all to the side. This bit I had folded over before. It's about 1 inch, just over 1 inch, I think. Yeah, nearly 1.5 inches really in between. All I've done here is there's a little tuck spot pocket going in there. I've just taken a strip of paper, the background flower print. I've stuck on a die cut there and a little fussy cut there. Now I've done it with this just to save time because I've got quite a few pockets to share with you, and on the back of that I've stuck on some lace. This is shorter than the other page here, so I thought it would be nice just to have a little piece of lace peeking out, and all I'm going to do with that is just to stick that down onto the little fold over here that I've got. So that's all we're going to do with that, and that's a really easy way to make a little tuck spot. It's still a little pocket in a way, because we are going to stick down the top and the bottom. You don't have to stick down the top and the bottom, but I do like to do that. I mean, I have done it before where I've used a paper clip to keep it together, so that's also an option. All right, let's just put a little bit of glue just on the lace itself. And this art glitter glue in this bottle does work quite well for fabric or lace as well. So all we're going to do here is just line it up with the edge there and get it like that. All right, so that's as simple as that. You just want to then press that down. Let's just open that up a bit. And then that's that. Now to make that into a little tuck spot, or here we're going to just put some glue at the top and the bottom like that, and there's your first little tuck spot there. All right, and we'll come back to putting in things at the end. Now you could put anything in there, so that's that one, really easy on the back of that. All right, so just give that a nice press to make sure that the lace side stays down. So that's the first one there. Okay, really easy, that one. Okay, then the next one is we've got the thistle page. Over the page here I took some of the green checked background paper, the gingham paper, and I've just got a collection of die cuts here. I wanted to just talk you through quickly how I go about making these. So these are really easy to make. You're really cutting a rectangle out. The rectangle is the size of the pocket you want, so that's the bit in between the fold lines, so 9 centimeters, or 3.5 inches. Then I just add on a 1/2 inch there, a 1/2 inch there, and a 1/2 inch there. Once you've done that, it's just a case of scoring the pocket size. So that's your extra bits. You want to then cut out little notches up to the point and out, just so that you can fold those pieces there like that and have a pocket. All right, so that you don't, if it's really difficult, if you find this bit confusing, I mean, you don't need to do that necessarily. You could just cut out a rectangle and stick it down, and that would work as well. All right, so that's that type of pocket, and I think this is a really easy kind of pocket and a really popular one to use as well. All right, so I've just put a bit of distress ink on there. So I am going to take this page, because it's going to go on here. I'm going to stick it down over here, and then we want to grab our little bits. Now I'll just talk you quickly through, if I can ever pick them up again. This is just one of the hollyhock die cuts. Got that from Hilda. And then these are 2 of my fussy cuts that I've cut out at half the size. I've printed them at 2 to a page. All right, now this one I'm going to actually stick behind the pocket, because it can't go over really. I want to stick that behind, so I'm going to just do that very quickly. So yeah, gosh, the weather's changing. I know I talk about the weather a lot, but that's what we do here in, as Brits. We talk about the weather a lot. And I will say, I was so tired last night. We've had thunder and lightning, and so lightning, which, you know, has been quite unusual for us, and it's been such a disruption on the first night. I hardly slept. Now, it's not like I'm not used to that, but it's not something I have got used to after a long time. So yeah, that kept me awake, and I didn't have the best night's sleep. And of course, last night I was so tired from that, I ended up going to bed at 8 p.m. I was asleep, and I woke up this morning today at 4:30 in the morning, and at 5 o'clock, just before 5, I thought, I'm not going to lie in bed anymore, I'm going to get up. So I did. Had a nice cup of coffee, and well, here I am. So yeah, it's been one of those days. I think I want to just move this over a bit. Okay, there we go. Right, so we've got that there. Now you can put some lace or some other paper or anything that you choose across there, and then I'm going to just stick these 2 little fussy cuts over here like that. All right, so we want to get this one down, and then that's a really cute little pocket really. Now something that you can use that we don't utilize enough, and I'm just looking at mine over there, is washi tape. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put that down. If you don't have washi tape, you can use a strip of paper and just stick it down. It would work as well. So I'm just having a look here. I've got this green, and I think I'm going to just cut a piece of that. Now it doesn't have to be the right size, because I'm going to cover on this side, so I'm going to put some glue on it, because I don't know about you guys, but most of the washi tapes don't stick down very well. They don't use they use what I call a low tack glue. I think that is what you call it. And they peel up. So I like to put some glue on mine, and I'm going to just start on this side here. Move that up a bit. There we go, and get that down. Now I'm ready to stick the one die cut. I'm going to go as far to a little higher there, close to the edge as I can, like that. There we go. And then I'm going to get this one to go like that. Right, I don't want that one to go too high, so let's just get that underneath there. Right, and then get some glue on this one. Yeah, so I'm not tired. I've actually done very well today with all I needed to do, but I think I am going to feel tired earlier than normal. So I better make sure that I stay up long enough to get this video out. So that's the important bit today. Right, so let's see, I'll have it like this, I think. Okay, so there we go. We've got a little pocket. So these are really good pockets to have and great to use in any journal, as I say. So that was easily done, wasn't it? Okay, so this can go back in here now. This is my flip out page, so that's good. And then on the tea stain page that's opposite this, I have stenciled that with one of my Tim Holtz stencils. So I've done that on the background. I've used my taffy one, this one, saltwater taffy, and I've combined it with my vintage photo, and I really love the color that's given me there. So that's that one. And on this one here, let me just put this out so I'm not leaning on it. What I've done here is another little pocket like I just showed you. So the same method as I said, like that. All right, so that's easily done. And then with this one, I'm going to use a little bit of lace just to decorate it across the middle. So let's move that up a bit. So this one, I've got some lace that's going to stick across there like that. You could actually make it lower and then let that go over so that it's not a big bump over that section. I'm going to take my fabric tack. So loving the positive messages here, and we've got lots of them. Let your light shine. Yeah, so this is September here at Angela Kerr Designs is definitely about uplifting your spirits and being as positive as we can so that we address our mental health and that we're in the best framework mindset that we can possibly be. So I'm hoping that you're all thinking about yourselves and putting yourselves first, because I know what most of you are like. You like to do everything for everybody else, and I'm no different. And then we forget about ourselves, and that's not a good thing, is it? Now, after I said don't put it in the middle, so I go and put it in the middle. Yeah, I'm not good at the multitasking, am I? Doesn't matter, it works. Right, so I'm going to have it like that. I'm going to trim this off. There we go. Yeah. And then we're going to put this over in the middle. Yeah, so definitely put yourself first. You know, you need to be good to yourself. We all do. We need to make time for ourselves. We need to basically treat ourselves as we treat other people. You know, all those good things we love to do for others. We tend to forget about doing those nice things for ourselves. So that might mean, you know, people like to spend time with you, but you also, or want to do, want you to be with them and do things for them. You also need to do that for yourself. So that's important to note. Yeah. So, you know, shine, just shine. I'm going to stick that one over there, but also what I've done is I've cut out from one of the mini pages, I've cut out this piece here. Now, this particular piece is just short of 3.5 inches in width. So 8.5 centimeters, and I've cut it the full length of the mini page, which for my page, which is A4, is about just over 15 centimeters or 6 inches. And because this was a little bit short for what I needed, and I've only printed on one side, I did that to show you that you can just stick something on the underside. So I've used my cream lace background, which is the same as this one I'm using here. All right. And I've made an extra little flap there, so it's just slightly longer, so it's 1/2 inch longer. All right, and then I've folded that flap there. All right, so we are going to have a flip up, so that's going to go with this. So you can see that my pocket and my flip up are the same width. All right, so you measure out your square and then add on the edges to make the fold lines like your selvage in fabric. All right, and we are now going to position that over there. So that's that kind of a little pocket, another variant of the one we've just made. Right, so I'm going to stick this down first here. So we're going to do that and get that stuck down. And then we'll stick the flip up, the flip. So we did flaps last time, we're doing flips today. Well, one flip today. Yeah. So I've positioned the pockets to be quite evenly spread, different kinds of pockets. So I hope that you're going to enjoy doing this. Right, now let's try and get this pretty central. So I'm just looking that I have got it evenly spaced here. It's probably easier to take this out, but yeah, if I wasn't filming it, I would. Right, now with the little flip up over here, you want that to fold under, so you want to glue that on the underside. So that you can use double-sided tape for these things as well. And you could stitch around here as well if you wanted to. I'm not going to do it, but you could do. Right, get your glue on here, like that. Okay, and then we are going to stick this down. Now, with this, you want to line it up with the edges here so that it's in line, and you want to make sure that it's not going to be too low. So that's how I do it. I keep it in line here, and then I press it at the top over there. All right. Okay, so that'll do its thing. Okay, so that's that pocket. So it's coming along nicely now. Right, so we'll let that one dry. We leave that open for a different project. I'm turning over the pages here, and we've got something else we're going to do there. Now what I've got here is the green page and the lace page. I've got an elongated pocket here. All right, again, I've taken the mini page. It's got a bit of a dent now. The mini page, I've cut this 2.5 inches wide, and the length of the mini page, which, oh, it's slightly, yeah, this one is 5 3/4 inches. All right, so 14.5 by 6 1/4 centimeters. Right, so I've made it to go this way, and I've just distressed around the edges, and I want to get this stuck there. I thought I had a little sentiment to go on here, so I'm going to just move that over. I've got my sentiments here with me, and I'm going to choose a pink one here. The key to life is happiness, and gosh, isn't it? And happiness is an inside job, ladies. We're responsible for our own happiness. Sound like a agony aunt today. So there we go. So we're just going to get a little bit of glue on the edge here, like that. Right, and we're going to get this stuck down. I'm going to put it just over here, and luckily we've got these lines to guide us, so we can get it pretty straight, like that. And then I've got 2 die cuts here. Again, these come from Hilda from paper.fun 422. You can get her on Instagram, paper.fun 422, or contact her if you don't have Instagram. She's got a Gmail email account, paperfun422@gmail. The links are in my description box. So if you're looking for die cuts and you don't have a die cut machine, or you just don't want to do your own die cuts, because there's that, you know, give her a call. She does a perfect job, and definitely saves me time, because I don't always have time to do that. And they're so perfectly cut, so well done, Hilda. Right, and then I'm going to just put this little sentiment out there. So because I want to fill this book with as many of these as possible, so that when I'm writing in it, I can remember these positive messages. Right, the key to life is happiness. Love that one. Okay, we'll get that done, and that's another pocket done. Okay, so it's coming along, getting thinner, you see, as I take these clips out. Right, then we've got this page that folds out, you've seen that, and this one here. So there we go. It's got a lovely amount of pages. I'm going to show you about how to put these into your journal when they're damaged, so I'll do that next time. And then over here, on this tea stain page, which is the middle page, so the other side, I've just taken one of these, really simple pocket. It's just a rectangle, and this one is 9.5 centimeters by 16, or you've got 3 3/4 inches by 6 1/4. All right, so this one I'm going to put here. I wanted to put some stenciling here, so I'm just going to grab one of these quickly and show you how I do that with my 2 different inks. We'll do that ever so quickly. So I start off with the saltwater taffy. I like to just dab that one a little bit. I'm going to use my stencil here, so I'm just going to position it. I think I'm going to position it at the top here, like that. And then I'm just going to give it a little bit of a random, oh, this little bit sticking up today. I don't know what, I must have bent it or something. Okay, so we've got that, so it's not all over. And then I just take my normal Distress Oxide, that's here, the Vintage Oxide, Vintage Photo, sorry. And then I just fill it in. And with what's on the brush and what I am putting on now, it makes it beautiful, like a sunset color. And I really like it. All right, so that's how I go about doing that. Okay. And then you take it off and you can see the beautiful the beautiful blending of those colors there. So hopefully you can see that. All right, so perfect. So now I'm going to just take this piece and I want to get it lined up over there. This is one that you can tuck in from this side. So this is, again, put the glue on the side, you put your hand on the side you don't want glued, I should say, and then just run the glue down the edges. So again, a very easy little spot and a great place to store things as well. Photographs would fit in here, that kind of thing. So I'm going to get it like that. And there we go. And then all I've done here is, again, dare to begin again. So we've got that little message. And you know, you can begin so many times. I've done many different things in my career, in my life, moved hemispheres, all sorts. So, you know, if I can do it, I know you can do it too. So don't be afraid to begin again. And we want to just put on one of those there. So just a simple little one here. I just want to make sure I didn't stick the flower. No, I didn't. Okay, great. Okay, so we're coming along with everything there. So that's that one. Now, just want to press that down nicely. Have I got that stuck down? I think so. Right. Okay, so that goes back in there, and then see, that's damaged, and I'll show you how I work with that. We'll get to that. Right. We're leaving those free, and we're going to work on this page here now. So what I did here was, this is where I used the little envelope. So I've taken the little envelope and I've effectively cut it in half. That's all I've done. I sealed this first with glue. I sealed that up and I cut it directly in half. All right, so with this one you can see it's just half an envelope, and I've sealed it at the back, and I'm going to use that as a pocket, and a great way to use up little envelopes. So I'm just going to move this further up a bit, and I want to just remember that's at the top, so you want to get your paper stuck on first of all, like that. You could stitch around these if you want, but I'm not going to do that, but you could. And then you want to just get that stuck down. Now envelopes make fantastic little pockets, I will say. I love using them for pockets because you only have to use a printed piece on the front, and the back is now already like that. So go and use up any used envelopes that you can find, you know. So we want to do that to both. And then what I wanted to do for both of them is put some little bits of lace on. So I'm happy to tell you that Plum Boutique is open. I got an order in yesterday. So this comes from Plum Boutique. Not that order, this I had, but yes, you can go and get your orders in. I think with this one I'm going to pay attention now. I'm going to pay attention, and I'm going to stick on my little messages first. So you're amazing, because you are. And tend your garden every day. All right, definitely look after yourself. Now one of these are going to be on the one side, and one of these are going to be on the other side. So I'm going to get this stuck down first, and then I'm going to place the lace like I wanted to with the other. So let's start there. I'll move this slightly over this way, like that, and I'll do this one the opposite way. And our lives are like gardens, and we are like flowers, and you do need to make sure that you look after yourself and nourish yourself every day in every way, body, mind and soul, honestly. Okay, and then this one is going to be this side. So again, just have that peeking out like that. Okay, and I'm not worried about the edges because we're going to put flowers on those sides, so that's all right. Okay, now let's stick on the little butterflies. So I had one like that and one like this. I think this one goes on here, and this one goes on here, that one goes on there, and that one goes on there. Right, got my act together now. So I've got the little butterflies. These come from my pastel digital butterfly sheets, if you're wondering. I use them a lot, as you know. So I've got one on there, and I've got one on the opposite side over here. Okay, and I do love a little bit of pollinators here and there. All right, so these will stick on once we've got them in the book. All right, so we'll get one there and we'll get one there. There's just one more clip there, and I'm going to just take it off. Okay, so let's find this one and get this one down first, I think. So yeah, let's draw my little line, and so I know where to put it. Now with this one I can just put my thumb in there and get the glue on, so that's nice and easy. And you know I love using envelopes for so many things, and pockets definitely one of them. Right, so these are really nice and easy pockets too. So you want to just get that there like that, and the pocket will settle itself there in a minute. We'll do the same with this one. So I wanted to just position this first, so I'm going to put it up at about this level, but of course I've got my little lines, so I think we're going to put it there and there. Right, that just saves me worrying about where it's got to go once I've got the glue on. Okay, so the battery died there. I've just stuck that down, so luckily I heard it. So I want to just stick these on each side. So I thought that one can go here and this one can go over here. So again, you want to be mindful of the little spaces there and not get this too far over on the side there either. So we'll get this all stuck down. Okay, so that's those two there. Nice little pockets decorated with some lovely fussy cut flowers, so those are easy to do as well. Then on this side here, again, it's a flip over here, a flap I should say, flips and flaps. Again, just taking a piece of the background paper. This is the flower background paper. I stuck a piece of, the paper is the size of this piece sticking out here. Just put on some lace, some fussy cuts to save time, and die cuts and some fussy cutting over there. So this is then just going to top off over there to finish that side, and then when we stick it down, you can either stick it down or have a writing spot there, so that's up to yourself. So it's just a case of using what you have with all the bits and pieces and getting those stuck down, and then deciding if you're wanting a tuck spot or if you wanting a flip out or something like that. All right, so that's what I like to do. I like to have interesting sort of areas where I can either tuck things in or right under or secret, or you know, that kind of thing. Right, so there's that. Now I am going to use this as a place to tuck things in, so I'm going to just put some glue like that and then close that up, and then we've got another place over there like that. Okay, so that's the there, and we've got one more. This is the second, this is the back page. We've got a book page, and then one more pocket, the same as I did earlier. I've made this one slightly wider, so I think this one is 3 inches wide. The other one was 2.5, and it's the length of your mini page, which is 6. For me it's 6. All right, just taken a notch out there. Haven't done anything else to it other than that, and I've stenciled on the page here with some of the bundled sage. I've used that one, and I'm going to again just put some glue down the side here like that. Keep it close to the edge, you know, just so that your tags will be able to get in there. Right, and then you want to just stick that down, and the stenciling just gives it interest. You know, it's a tea stained page, this is. If you don't like tea staining, I do have a digital that comes with this lacy paper that also has a tea stained page and an avocado page, and you can print them yourself. Here, what a beautiful day for a daydream. Love that. So I'm going to just put this in. I'm going to just extend it over the page here like that. I'm not going to put any die cuts or anything on that one. All right, so that's everything for that section. It can now go back into this base here. And it's got a lot thinner now because we don't have the clips anymore. So let's just go and put a couple of pieces of ephemera into this now. So we didn't have anything there. I'll come back to that one. We've got a little pocket over here. So I've just grabbed a few things. I thought over here I would put in a little tag. So this is from the kit. So that's going to go in there. I think it was meant to be a peach one. So let's just change that. We'll put that one in there. Okay, then we've got this over here, and I had a little rose peach card to go in there, so that's going to go in there. And you can put other things in here, obviously, but I'm just putting a piece of something in each of them. Right, on this one we made a longer tag, so I've made a long tag here to fit into this pocket here. So this one is just 1 3/4 inches and in width and 6 inches in length, so slightly longer. So that's just going to tuck in to this over here, and I really could do with my bone folder thing. So that one's going to go into there. Nothing in there. These will still have things done to them. This one here I thought we could put, and what I've done here is I've taken book pages. These were ones that I couldn't take out whole, and I liked these because they've got these beautiful wildflowers on them, and I've just backed them onto tea stained paper and stitched around it. That would be an ideal thing to put into somewhere like that. So I've put that in there, and you could add other things as well, of course. And then these little ones, I've taken the smally little bits and pieces. So these come from the kit. I'm just putting 2 of these in each of these here. So I've got this one with a pink one at the back there, like that. And then I've got a greener one and a little one over there. So I thought I'd put those in each of those there, those little pockets. Right, and where are we now? Then we've got this tuck spot. I think I was going to just put in these. So I had another one of these, so I thought I'd put that in there. But then I also had a little postcard, and I thought I'd put that in there. So there we go. This one has the wider tag I've made. This is from scrappy bits and die cuts that I've just put in there. And I'm going to just put that one in there. All right, so still 6 inches, but I think this one's 2 inches. Yeah, 2 inches in width. Okay. And then, oh, I forgot this one. Oh, I forgot this one. Right, this one is a square of paper that I've taken. I've taken the lace paper. The size of this is 10 by 10 centimeters or 4 by 4 inches. And all I've done is cut the square and folded it in half like that. All right, now I didn't plan to have that there, but I'm using the lace paper, and I wanted to stick this piece, which comes from one of the mini pages, onto this triangle here. So it's just a case of getting this stuck down, so that you can lift it up and write a secret note underneath if you so desire. So it's just a case of fitting that onto this, which would otherwise be white, like that. There we go. And then you want to just make sure that that's nice and burnished like that. Distress ink, just to get that right. All right, so there we go. Now that would make, you want to stick the underside down over here. And I'm not, I wanted to stencil that, but I'm running out of time. So I'm going to just put the glue on the 2 sides there, not the 3rd side, not this length. And you can stick this down. And I'll end up stenciling here, but I'm just running out of time at the moment, like that. Okay, so when that is nice and dry, we can then put some bits and pieces in there, so something like that. So I'll just put that one in there for the moment. And then I think that was just about everything. I feel like I've missed somewhere because I have a piece of ephemera over. But while I'm paging back, you know, we will have a look and see. But I think it's probably going to go into that. I know where it's got to go at the start, isn't it? So that one goes in there. And then this one goes in here. All right. And that's everything for today. That was quite a lot. So you can see it's growing nicely here. But we haven't got too much more to do. We'll be finished with this by the end of next week. But on Sunday, I think it is, I will be sharing with you my latest kit, which I'm very excited about. So I hope you guys are too. All right, everybody, that was all our pockets today, and there were quite a few of them. Not too difficult at all, really quite basic. If you've got any questions, please let me know. I hope that helps you a little bit to see what you can do with a basic piece of paper and how you can use them to decorate them for different options in your journal. I've had fun doing this with you today, and I hope to see you very soon. I'll see you on Friday. We'll do another little episode. I think I'm going to do the centerpiece here. So it'll be this tea stain piece of paper that we're going to put a centerpiece on. All right. Thank you so much for spending time with me again. It's always such a pleasure to spend some time with you. I hope you enjoy this. Go and give it a go, and I'll see you on Friday. Stay well, everyone. Bye-bye.